What else do you think I'm still left with? Then he replied in boldness and in quote, the gift of time. Then I said, okay, tell me about time. Then he started lecturing me about time. And in that, I captured two things that I call the top keys to understanding the gift of time. And the first one is time speaks to life, just like thirst calls for water by itself. Time releases values to your life if your life supplies what it has called. Everything that has a major role to play in your life but not presented or done within its appropriate time becomes a toxin in your life in a later hour. He fragmented his entire lifespan, and at every point of fragmentation, he put a life treasure but kept them dormant so that it cannot help, so that you should activate them to strengthen you as you transition to the next stage of life. Think about a project manager who planned ways of overcoming challenges in the different stages of his project implementation but never implements them well. That is to say, he implements ways of overcoming challenges in the first project stage, in the second or third project stage, hence resulting into applying weaker strategies to solve complicated conditions. This is typical of a man who is making decisions in times of working, and the danger of doing things before and after time is the same. The second principle that I found out was that how much more time you spend working is how much more your life will gain, and vice versa. What you spend your time doing is what your life feeds on. Think about how many hours you spend doing productive things out of the 24 hours in a day. If two people have been entrusted with 24 million each with a promise that $1 million will be dropped off their account after every 1 hour if not used, you will realize that at the end of the 24 hours, one person is different from the other person financially because they have not used their time similarly. In Africa right now as it stands, the minimum hours an individual should use doing productive work out of the 24 hours, not to be a beggar, is 4 hours. And with 4 working hours, you can take care of yourself but not a family in Africa. In order to take care of a family, you need to work for 6 hours every day except Sunday. With 6 hours, you can take care of your family but cannot afford quality education, medication and accommodation. In order to afford that, you have to work 11 hours every day. With 11 hours of work, you can afford quality education, medication and accommodation but may not leave a footmark in the world when you are gone. In order to do that, you need to work for 18 hours and rest for 6 hours out of 24 hours. The people working for 4 hours are spending 20 hours every day not doing anything and suppressing their rewards, treasures, values, blessings which are loaded and encapsulated within their 20 hours every day. Such people are spending 25 days sleeping and moving around and working for 5 days in a month. How can such a kind of a person make it in life? Remember, the rate at which you are extravagant with your time is the rate at which you finish your life. My message is like this. The reason why you are poor or you are suffering is because your extravagancy of time already affected your life. So you need to increase your working hours every day. Then time will release its wealth that will overshadow your suffering and redeem you back on your feet. Simply because time was meant by nature to give back values to mankind after its full exploitation. Time symbolizes God's willingness to give you another chance after you fail. It is the only sign that God is not yet done with you, in particular because people without these opportunities are now without time. They are in the grave.